Captain Sensation. Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And we're going to get right into it. Let's get some more lighting in here. I think that's a little bit better. So, Sony's got this state of play. And what that is like Nintendo Direct. And I may have mentioned this in another video. What they're doing is, instead of, waiting for the magazines or the news media to, talk about their games and hype them up, or waiting for big events like, E3, Sony's going to, once again, mirror what Nintendo's doing. I know they do it all the time. But hey, if something else is working, or if something's working for somebody else, copy them. Anywho, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes, it's still going on. I'm excited about that. Not as much as I was when they first announced it many, many moons ago. I mean, I bought the PS4, like I said in some other videos, just for Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I guess things didn't go right, or they were too ambitious, or the other studios that they had working on it didn't, do it the way Square wanted. So now it's in-house again, and Square is taking over that. I should say Square Enix. So they showed a little trailer for that, with more to come at E3. So we'll see what happens. Part of me is not expecting it to even come out on PS4. Maybe PS5 whenever they announce that, or maybe they take the Twilight Princess approach and it comes out on PS4 and PS5. Right at the end of the life cycle for that console. Who knows? It did look good graphically. I really didn't get any hints of gameplay. It was all real fast. I'm going to have to watch it again to really see if I picked up on anything. But it looks like they're stretching out story. So before, you had these, CDs. And you had, what was it? 3 discs? 4 discs? I can't remember how many discs Final Fantasy VII was. But now that you've gone from DVD to Blu-ray, you can really make things a little more cinematic. And, you don't want to show the exact same thing again. So what they're going to do is, I guess, have other gameplay mechanics, maybe some quick time events, or just other, more in-depth character interactions. That's what I expect from that. So, what else is going on gaming-wise? We've got Nintendo saying no new hardware. They didn't say no new hardware, but they're not saying that there is new hardware. So we all expect Mario Maker 2 to come out, end of June? June 25th, something like that. So that's the next big game that I'm going to get. I look forward to sharing that with you guys online. If you haven't already, subscribe and check out my new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe gameplay. I'm actually playing some of that right now, or at least when this video's off, that's what I'll be doing. Trying to get through that and Yoshi Crafted World before that game comes out. So, yeah, they're not saying anything about a new version of the Switch or any of those things that we predicted, or some of these online leaks have discussed. So we have yet to really know what they're doing the rest of the year. There's a Zelda game that is made by a third-party company. It's like one of these rhythm games, matching music. It looks very interesting. Who knows when that's coming out? We've got Super Smash Bros. More DLC, waiting for that to come out. So with E3 being just a few weeks away, the sky's the limit. Xbox, I haven't heard too much about what they're doing. I know they've got that new version of the Microsoft Xbox. I keep saying a lot. It basically doesn't have a disc in it. So it's digital only, and they've reduced the cost there. So, the next PS4 model, I'm expecting a slimmer version of that. So that's why, people are like, if Nintendo's doing a slimmer version, or a cheaper version, or maybe even a beefier version, we expect Sony to follow. We already know Xbox has done their thing. They're already gearing up for their next console. So, it should be exciting times because Nintendo's catching Sony in terms of sales, if not eclipsing them in the software, at least for the last year or so. They've already went past their mark with, you know, what they sold with the Wii U and trumping that whole, output there. So I'm excited to see just pretty much what they're going to continue with because they've already come out with AAA Mario's, AAA Zeldas. The Metroid's got to come. That's also what I'm expecting. Mario Kart's already out. They've got the VR, which, I'm still on the fence about opening. The sky is the limit. The ball's in their court, and as long as they keep pumping out, quality software, I see people, enjoying this. I've got friends who recently got a Wii U, or I'm sorry, Wii U. They got a Switch, and they're like, I forget that I can take it on the go. Excuse me. And that's really the selling point. So, let me know what you think. Is there anything that I forgot? I know there's a lot of news out. I haven't made one of these face-to-face videos in a while. This will be kind of like a pre-E3 video, I guess, with more details to come. There's some stuff that here or there I was like, do I care enough to talk about? I could make little snippets like these all the time. We could revisit the Sonic movie. I know some of you saw that and you're like, And some of you liked it. Some of you watching this, let me know that you enjoyed it. I don't like the look personally. I think the Robotnik character is somewhat different, and that's going to be the strong suit of the movie unless they get Sonic right. He looks too human, if that makes any sense. Like, he's got human teeth, and the hands don't look, I'm not saying you make him look like a realistic hedgehog, but make him look kind of as close to the game as you can. I mean, he's Sonic in the real world, so I hate to say it, but the Sonic '06 model with, the fur and everything a little bit. I mean, even the Werehog from that one Sonic game looked better than the animation in the Sonic movie. So it's come out that Sega is going to, or at least work with the studio on redesigning Sonic, and that's a lot of CGI to change before September, which is when I believe the movie's supposed to come out. So it's May now, so you've got rest of May, June, July, August. That's 4 months to change all the CGI and then hope that it comes out in September. I'm imagining that movie's going to be delayed, but we'll see. They've also got something else coming out. I can't remember. It's movie-wise. Detective Pikachu comes out this weekend, and that looks surprisingly good animation style-wise compared to, some of these other movies that I've seen. I could sit here and say, why did they just go the Pixar route with some of these? And maybe the rest of the characters or the rest of the universe that doesn't translate well. But with movies that have, actual human beings in them, you kind of can't use that direct model. But as long as you keep it close or keep it faithful to the character, that'll be fun. And Detective Pikachu is not Pikachu, It's its own kind of thing. Yes, it's Pokemon, but they didn't give Pikachu, human fingers and feet or something crazy like that. So I'm hearing the story is good too. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to checking that out. Some more Pokemon related news coming up shortly, at least for me. All in all, I guess that wraps up this video. Again, if there's something that I missed, let me know. I'm pretty sure that Sony is going to give more information on their next console at E3. And they're not going to give a lot. They're just going to, I guess, dust over the last couple of games, letting you know that some of these are going to be released at the tail end of the life cycle. Like, for example, you might have something coming out December or January, or maybe even say 2020, and that'll just kind of be a hint that, This is coming out the next year. Same thing for Xbox. Hopefully they announce some more Game Pass stuff, some more partnerships with Nintendo. I feel like the lines are kind of drawn where it's like this. Look, we realize we can sell software on different platforms that aren't competing against our own, i.e. Nintendo putting, some of their software on mobile phones, mobile devices. They're not competing against the Switch because the game that they put on mobile is not going to ever be on the Switch and vice versa. Like Mario Run was designed for the phone. It's not competing against New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe or anything like that. So Cuphead being on Switch, it's like, hey, it's still an Xbox property. Xbox is still making money off of that, same as they do with Minecraft. It's like, hey, it makes sense for it to be on Switch. It's not, why hemorrhage the sales? Now, Nintendo's never going to make moves like that, in my opinion, where they're going to put Mario games on Xbox or Sony's PlayStation, but I expect Microsoft to come out with some more announcements on some more games. There's rumors of Halo and Gears of War coming out for that Game Pass and possibly be on Switch, so that would be exciting. If you could cross-play Halo on Switch with Halo on, Xbox like they do with PC, I might pick that up. A strong chance that I show interest in that. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough, and I appreciate Patreon supporters, subscribers, casual viewers, whoever. Appreciate all you guys checking in with me week to week. I'll see you in the next video.